Here is an anxiety hack that really helped me. So when I fell into this cycle, I fell into this anxiety cycle through a panic attack. At that time, I didn't even know it was a panic attack. Now, if you would have asked me, Shaan, what was going on in your life, there was a few stressors that happened, but here was the thing. When I was focused on overcoming this, I would often go to therapists or counselors. And what they would always do is they would always go back into the past. They were trying to figure out what happened. How did I have my first panic attack? What were the stressors? They even sometimes went back into childhood past. Shaan, tell me about your upbringing. Shaan, have you always been anxious? Tell me a little bit more about your upbringing. Did you go through some childhood trauma? And look, some people have that, but I was just so confused. I was like, I don't understand why we're going into the past. There's something seriously wrong right now. I'm trying to get better. I don't care what happened. If I need to address it, fine, but I just need to get better now. So I followed their methods. I would go into childhood trauma, find some stuff, and it actually didn't really help. In fact, it made things worse. I was bringing up memories that I didn't really want to think about when I was sensitized. And it really added more stress than really helped. And so here is the hack. And this is very contrary to conventional advice, which is if you're in the anxiety cycle, really the focus should be on is now and getting better right now. Here's the thing. If you have something that caused you to fall in that hasn't been resolved, well, then get that addressed. But here's the thing. I help people around the world. And here's what I always find. Whatever made them fall into the cycle, that issue's been resolved. And now what happens is that they have a new problem, which is anxiety. And they're trying to figure out, why am I feeling this way? Why is this happening? What if I never go back to being normal? What if I'm always going to be like this? What if my life is going to be like this? I can't live like this. Like, I have people depending on me. Am I never going to enjoy things again? Oh my God, nobody understands. Well, the key is that focus on getting better now. Sometimes going into the past doesn't really do anything. Sometimes what ends up happening is people start looking for things that aren't even there. Once I started focusing on just getting better right now, it changed everything. Once I realized is, look, whatever happened, happened. That's fine. I'm going to focus on getting better. If I need to go back and figure out some stuff, I'll do it. But right now, my focus is now. Once I started focusing on now, that's really when I got better. And since I've gotten better, well, the reason I fell into the cycle was mostly because of the fact that I just didn't know what was happening. And sure, there was a lot of stressors and it was a perfect storm of stressors. But, those stressors resolved themselves. And, I learned a lot about stress management, but more importantly, I learned, I'm not really going to fall back into the cycle because I'm not going to try to go into some childhood trauma constantly. Here's what I say. Recover first, then uncover. If you want to go into that stuff, do it later. But right now, recovery is what matters. Check the comment section for more resources.